Happy Halloween!
So, here's the deal. I wasn't going to make a video for quite some time, but then Nintendo had to go ahead and announce yet another thing, which, you know, is bound to happen right before the holiday season, but whatever. So, I have something to talk about, and that is the new version of the DSi. The DSi. There's a new version that they just announced. It's going to come out in November. And by the way, this is not my real hair. It's Halloween right now. In case you can't tell from this and whatnot, and this, I'm dressed as Draco Malfoy right now.
I've attempted the British accent. I'm just really bad at it.
Okay, so first the Nintendo came out with the original DS, which was, as you may remember, it's what a lot of people call the DS Fat, because it's a lot fatter than all of the later versions of the DS. Next came the DS Lite, which was more or less the same, but had nicer, brighter screens, and it was much slimmer and much just better overall design. Next came the DSi, which sold decently, but did not sell quite as well as Nintendo had hoped. The thing with the DSi was that the only things that were improved upon from the DS Lite were that 2 extra cameras were added in, and the design was changed around a little bit. But because the GBA slot was removed, I think a lot of people were afraid to even try it. And on top of that, although the cameras are fun to play around with, overall, they're not that useful. They're not good cameras. You're not going to whip it out and want to take pictures with them unless that's all you have on you. And there aren't a lot of games that implement the cameras. There aren't games that are specifically made for the DSi because they don't want to lose the audience that doesn't own a DSi. So Nintendo has come up with this new thing. Now, less than a year after the DSi has been released, we have the DS LL, which, as far as I understand, stands for the DS Extra Large. What it is the DSi, but the screens are much bigger and the system itself is bigger. So, it's interesting. Iwata, the president of Nintendo, has said that it's meant for multiple people to play around one system. And so the screens can be viewed from different perspectives without being distorted or getting that weird inverted effect that you might get on other different screens. You know what I'm talking about most likely. And the other thing, although the screens are bigger, the resolution on the screens will not change, meaning some games may appear pixelated on the screens. Alright, dramatic outfit change, I know.
I actually filmed this days after Halloween, so although the Draco Malfoy thing was filmed on Halloween, I didn't get a chance to finish what I was saying before I had gotten out of the costume, and now it's November 4th, so it happens. But continuing with what I was saying.
The DS LL screen size is larger, but the pictures of the games are not going to be any bigger. Therefore, you're just stretching them to fit a bigger screen. So as you can imagine, some of the games are going to appear a bit more pixelated than they have on the older systems. Now, if you ask me, which none of you have, but considering you're watching this video, I'm going to take a gamble and say that you actually kind of respect my opinion, which you might not, but, you know, too bad. Suck it up. This is really, really, really stupid. Everyone is saying that Nintendo is taking a gamble with this system. I think it's more than taking a gamble. I think it's just plain stupidity on their part. And aside from that, it's going to make more people angry than it is going to make them happy. Not only is it probably not going to sell well at all despite coming out right at the holiday season, but all of the people who just bought DSi's are pissed. People don't want to know that they just bought the latest update of the system and find out another one is coming out 6 months later. I didn't buy a DSi, and right now I'm really glad I didn't.
Not that I will be buying the new DS.
A lot of people in general are saying that the DS has, outlived its life already, and that it's time for Nintendo to move on to another handheld, which I actually disagree with because I really like my DS, and I think it has a good amount of life left in it, but I completely disagree with what Nintendo's doing. They need to start concentrating on games and not on updating systems that are perfectly good.
I really, really am disappointed in this.
In case anybody wants to know more about the DS LL for some ungodly reason, or just curiosity or whatnot, I'm putting links all around here. You can do your own little research because I told you pretty much everything I know. I'm really frustrated with Nintendo right now. There are so many better things that they could have announced for the holiday season. Nintendo's making it really, really difficult as a hardcore fan to like them, which is a problem, obviously. When you're having trouble convincing your fan base that you're a good company, issues. I'm so angry. So angry. Anyway, it's coming out November 21st in Japan. There's no exact release date for the worldwide release yet, but a Nintendo rep has stated that it'll be out sometime in the first quarter of 2010. So,
if you haven't gone out and gotten a DSi yet, don't.
Really, you shouldn't be considering a DSi anyway. If you're going to be getting a DS, aim for one of the earlier gens. They're just better. Specifically the DS Lite. And cheaper. Back again in yet another outfit. I'm obviously taking way too long to edit this video. I know it's been over a week since I filmed the first part of it, but I'm kind of glad I haven't edited and put it up on YouTube yet because something emerged yesterday that I should mention in this video. There is a new Zelda Spirit Tracks trailer up. If you haven't seen it yet, make sure to look at it. I'll put a link, like right there somewhere. In it, Link fights alongside Zelda. It's like a weird ghost version of Zelda, though, and she's able to possess things like the Dark Nuts. And my initial reaction is it looks a lot like Phantom Hourglass, which I finished, and I was kind of like, okay, that was a pretty decent game, but, I like my Zelda games to be amazing, and Phantom Hourglass was just a lot too easy, and also I don't like sneaking around behind scary big things' backs.
It scares me for some reason, and I prefer to fight them, which was not quite the case in Phantom Hourglass.
I'm hoping that Spirit Tracks will be better than Phantom Hourglass, but I have a feeling that it's going to be about the same level, quality-wise. There's not much released right now, so I really don't know. But I'm going to give it a try. Nonetheless, it comes out December 7th. The release date is finalized, supposedly. So keep an eye out for that this holiday season and whatnot. I have faith in Nintendo for the next Wii Zelda coming out. I really do. So we'll see. So now, goodbye for real. Let me know what you think about the new Zelda Spirit Tracks trailer. Let me know what you think about the new DSLL. Will you be buying either of these? Why? Etc. Okay, bye!